for a championship!
A double play, wins it for free.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it, the championship.
It's semifinal Saturday here at Hoffman Estates. The Class AA, Class 2A, Class 3A, Class 4A volleyball tournament comes to a head today here in Hoffman Estates as we have two games featuring four incredible teams, Glenbard West and Libertyville in game one. Game number two, Lincoln Way East versus Downers Grove South. We have two huge matchups. We'll preview the first semifinal game in a moment, but first, a moment of silence for our troops serving overseas.
Thank you. And now, our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Starting lineups coming up in just a couple of moments. We'll head back down to the public address announcer for those. Glenbard West and Libertyville will lock horns. And let's find out who will be the key players in this morning's matchup.
Boys State Volleyball Finals. This is the semifinal round. The winner of today's first match will go into our championship match. Later on this afternoon, the loser of today's first match will go into the third place match, which will begin at approximately 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now let's meet the coaches and starters for our teams. The home team on the scoreboard will be the Hilltoppers of Glenbard West. The Hilltoppers entered today's match with an overall record of 37 wins and 3 losses and defeated St. Ignatius in the quarterfinals yesterday to reach the semifinal round. Now please meet Coach Christine Gintamer, who has an overall record of 488 wins and 130 losses in her 16-year career. The guests on the scoreboard today will be the Wildcats of Libertyville High School. The Wildcats entered today's match with an overall record of 22 wins and 13 losses and defeated Oak Park River Forest in the quarterfinals to reach the semifinal round. Now please meet Coach Jennifer Smith, who has an overall record of 172 wins and 111 losses in her 8-year career. Now let's meet the starters for both teams in alternating fashion. For the Hilltoppers, a 6-foot senior, the libero, number 3, Kenny Gibson. For Libertyville, a 6-foot 4-inch senior, right side hitter, number 4, Oliver Sikora. For Glenbard West, a 6-foot 4-inch senior, outside hitter, opposite side hitter, number 9, Gavin Schwartz. For Libertyville, a 6-foot 2-inch junior outside hitter, he's number 6, Alex Schlesser. For the Hilltoppers, a 6-foot 3-inch junior outside hitter, number 12, Parker Moorhead. For the Wildcats, a 6-foot 7-inch senior middle hitter, 10, Mac M. For Glenbard West, a 6-foot 4-inch junior middle hitter, 14, Liam O'Neill. For the Wildcats, a 6-foot junior center, 12, Luis Correa. For Glenbard West, a 6-foot 4-inch senior middle outside hitter, 16, Danny Dorsey. For Libertyville, a 6-foot 5-inch senior outside hitter, 16, Patrick Akers. For Glenbard West, a 6-foot 6-inch senior setter, 17, Trevor Powell. For Libertyville, a 6-foot 2-inch senior outside hitter, libero, 21, Reese Wyatrowski. Finally, for the Hilltoppers, a 6-foot 3-inch sophomore middle hitter, 22, Xavier Willett. And for the Wildcats, a 6-foot 8-inch senior middle hitter, 65, Chase Bonder. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Hilltoppers of Glenbard West and the Wildcats of Libertyville.
What an atmosphere already, and we haven't even gotten started yet. Libertyville strong represented today. Glenbard West strong. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. First of all, we'll take a look at Libertyville. And first and foremost for Libertyville, don't be intimidated. You're playing the number 1 program in the state of Illinois, a team that's ranked number 1 in the state. They're ranked 4th in the nation. You're going to look across the net, and you're going to see a really good program with a high pedigree and a strong pedigree. Don't be intimidated. Second key, Green Acres. Sorry for the old 60s sitcom reference, but if Libertyville wants to beat the Green Machine, they're going to have to give the ball often and early to Patrick Akers. Akers yesterday against Oak Park and River Forest had 8 kills. He hit just under 200. He is their most athletic, explosive player. And again, you want to beat the Green Machine, give the ball to Akers. Now, as far as Glenbard West is concerned, Double D, first and foremost, that's Danny Dorsey. He was the best player on the floor, maybe the best player in the tournament yesterday. Had 9 kills against St. Ignatius, hit .571. He was a monster up front and incredible also on the back row. So Danny Dorsey, the key for Glenbard West, and play to your potential. You are the best team in Illinois right now. Odds makers say it, the scouts say it, the coaches say it. You got to prove it. Libertyville's good. They're on a roll. Play to your potential, and you should be playing for a state championship tonight. And those are your keys to the game. So Glenbard West is the white team on the left side of your viewing device, whatever it is you're watching on here today. And, of course, Libertyville in their black uniforms with cutoff sleeves on the right. They are the Wildcats and Glenbard West, the Hilltoppers. And this one should be a high-flying affair. We have size 6'8" Chase Bonder, big number 25 you're looking at right there at the lower right of your screen. He's a big guy, and he can play, and he's really emotional. And on the other side, of course, Dorsey can get up, and Powell, their setters, their Division I player headed to USC. He's 6'6". He can do it all. He's number 17. You'll be watching him. He's right there in the middle of your screen right now. We are underway. Winner plays for the championship tonight against either Lincoln Way East or Downers Grove South. Bonder makes his presence felt early with a block and another one, but in the net. That was Luis Correa, the setter, that was in the net, and a 1-0 lead for Glenbard West. This is Kenny Gibson, 6-foot senior libero serving, and that sails long. Can already feel the intensity in this building. We didn't have this type of intensity for 3 of the 4 matches yesterday. Last night, the Downers Grove South showdown with New Trier was a great quarterfinal atmosphere. But as you get further along, the emotion gets amped up. They said the ball was tipped. Points for the Toppers.
Point for the Hilltoppers.
Gavin Schwartz will serve, 6'4" senior, outside. And that will be a kill for Libertyville. Alex Slezers didn't get all of that. Made just enough contact, though. Put it in the right place. It's 2-2. Slezers serves it into the net. Now, here's the important thing. This is key. Libertyville cannot afford to start the way they have the last couple of matches. They lost their first set yesterday to Oak Park and River Forest. They were beaten 25-17, and it didn't look good at all. So they need to come back here today, and they need to start quickly. They started slowly also when they beat Rockton Hononegah. A fast start is exactly what Libertyville has here today. They're staying even with the favorite Hilltoppers, 3-3. Here's Reese Wyatrowski serving. He's got a big serve also. Him very active at the net already. That ball is just out. Not by much.
Went wide. David Willett in.
Jack Anderson in to serve. Setter of the future, 6'2" sophomore. With Trevor Powell, the 6'6" senior, handling those duties right now. That ball is long. It's a big swing. You'll see a lot of those from Oliver Sikora. Try again. Fantastic defense. That was Gavin Schwartz. Point for Libertyville, nonetheless. Subs coming in for Libertyville. Checking in, Ethan Lindberg. Also in, 14, Braden Anderson.
14, Braden Anderson in the lineup for the Wildcat.
Mac M was in the net.
Libertyville in the net, point for the Hilltoppers, 17.
Libertyville's having a hard time staying out of the net. That's their third infraction up there already. Half of Glenbard West points have been because of whistles. Good battle at the net between Xavion Willett and Mac M. Point for the Hilltoppers.
Point for Glenbard West.
Good strong start for Xavion Willett. He caught a little tough love from Christine Gintemeyer in the second set of their win yesterday and sat down for the rest of the match. Gets the start here today and playing well early. Double hit, point for the Wildcats.
West side, point for the Hilltoppers 16. Patrick Akers to serve.
There's Patrick Akers. And all of a sudden, Glenbard West is starting to nose ahead. It's a 3-point advantage for the Hilltoppers.
Andy Dorsey to serve.
Here's Dorsey. And that is a miss hit. Came off the side of the hand by Slessers. He doesn't hold back. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Jennifer Smith. Head coach of the Wildcats calls a timeout. This is their first ever appearance. She's been coaching in Libertyville for 8 years, 171 wins, 111 losses.
Greatness comes from within. Win from within with Gatorade.
And they have, again, been playing underdog. They have 13 losses. Rarely do you see a team make it this far with 13 losses. In fact, they were seeded so low, they had to win 3 games to get out of the regional, beating North Chicago, Deerfield, and Stevenson. Took out Antioch and then undefeated Rockton Hononegah in the sectional final. And then punched their ticket here and picked up that victory yesterday. Good match against Oak Park and River Forest, but again, they lost the first set. They were able to rally and win. 9-5, Hilltoppers on top. But again, this is just a methodical team. You may have 1 or 2 spurts in a set against Glenbard West, but they just are persistent. They are consistent, and they just win. 37-3. And that will be a kill for Braden Anderson. Coming in to serve is Nick Loizo.
25,
Chase Bonder back in the middle as well. Still waiting for the big 6'8" middle to have an impact in this one like he did yesterday. And that is out of bounds. The block, points for Glenbard West. The lead is now 4.
Hill went wide. '21 Reese Wyatrowski back in.
Kenny Gibson to serve.
Kenny Gibson to serve.
There's Bonder with his block, and that's 4 hits, and that will be a point for the Wildcats.
Glenbard side. Oliver Shakur 4, 12 Louis Perea back in. Perea to serve.
That is out of bounds. Nice effort there by Parker Moorhead, the 6'3" junior. Just kind of wanted to push it around the block.
Point for the Wildcats.
Too wide. Point for the Wildcats. That's back-to-back. They were down by 4, now down by 2. What a block. Alex Slessers. Wow. Slessers listed at 6'2". That might be a little generous, taking on the 6'4" Gavin Schwartz. He won that matchup 3 in a row now. Good dig by Wyatrowski. And we have a violation against the Hilltoppers, 4 in a row for Libertyville after the timeout, and we are tied. Moorhead, Bonder able to send it back over. Correa with the set. Bonder with the finish. Chase Bonder. And that's 5 in a row.
Point to the Wildcat.
I'm not so sure I've seen somebody score 5 in a row against the Hilltoppers throughout the years here in this tournament. Doesn't happen often. And that is in, make it 6. Slessers again is on fire, and we have a timeout taken by Christine Gentemayer. The upstart Wildcats doing it again in set number 1 in the state semifinals against number 1 Glenbard West. And you are watching live coverage of IHSA Boys Volleyball on the NFHS Network, presented by Country Financial. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school playoff action. And you're probably going to want to download today's event. It's going to be a good one. Already is. Just click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event right to your computer. The NFHS Network, thousands of games, one destination, million of athletes. We are high school. What a run. It was 10-6 when Jennifer Smith called a timeout. And Christine Gentemayer doesn't need to say much to her guys. They know their roles. They know their responsibility. And now they know they're in a fight with Libertyville. They thought, and I don't think they did, because she won't let them do that, but if they thought this wasn't going to be that much of a battle, they were mistaken. Libertyville is scrappy and talented. 7 in a row. Great dig. That was Correa, the setter. Bump set. Wachowski, another bump set. Slessers taken up by Gibson. And that ends the run. That's Parker Moorhead. And Libertyville diving all over the place, not able to keep that alive. Point for the Hilltoppers. Gavin Schwartz will serve. One of the leaders for the Hilltoppers. Akers, oh, that's a double hit. I was going to say Akers slow to get started.
Push called on a lift called on Glenbard West. Alex Slessers to serve.
And that gets down on the ground. Correa dove for it, not able to pancake it. Point for the Hilltoppers, and they're within 1. Here's Sam Alice, the 6'1 senior serving. And that just missed.
Serve goes long. Point for Libertyville, 21.
Reese Wachowski will serve up 2. Opening set, state semifinals. Akers wants it. He got it. Hit it right to Kenny Gibson. Powell the serve, and the hit is in. Ball was hit. Gavin Schwartz, another assist for Trevor Powell. That young man is 6'6 senior, headed to USC next year. What a play by Luis Correa. There was a huge gaping opening right in the middle of the Hilltopper defense. Everyone was expecting the feed to Akers, and Correa, shifty, just sent it right over the net into that gaping area. What a play. Ethan Lindbergh, a senior, is serving for the Wildcats. And that was Danny Dorsey at his finest. We talked about Dorsey and what he was able to do yesterday with those 9 kills. Dorsey hit .571 yesterday. Akers, big hit from him. 2 guys we focused on in our keys to the game, both arriving on those last 2 points, Dorsey and then Akers. Nice play by Alice. And Mackham. Oh, wait a minute. What are they saying? They're saying he went over the net? Wow. We've seen a lot of that. And one of the most frustrating things for teams is sometimes that's allowed and sometimes it's not. We've seen people go a lot further over the net than Im did there. The thing about it for him is he didn't even need to. The ball was coming to him. So big point for the Hilltoppers. Let's see if that impacts this match. And there he is once again, Danny Dorsey from the back row.
Danny Dorsey with the kill.
The ball comes off his hands. It's just different than everyone else. (17-17). A great job by Akers. And I think the Libertyville fans are asking for the same thing that was called on Im. Gavin Schwartz went over the net, but this time it was allowed and a timeout by Libertyville. 18-17, the Hilltoppers on top. Today's game is also available for all subscribers via the NFHS Network live mobile app for Apple and Android devices. Download the app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today to start watching live games wherever you are. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. We are high school. 18-17, Glenbard West and Libertyville. Now, the Libertyville stories we told you earlier is interesting. 13 losses this year, and the sectional championship against Rockton Hononegah was a classic. Rockton was undefeated. They won the first set 19-25, and Libertyville had to fight off 5 match points in set 2. They eventually rallied to win 28-26, and then they won the third set 25-22 to advance here. And then yesterday against Oak Park and River Forest, they lost the first set 25-17, and they weren't all that impressive, but then came back and won the next 2. Well, they are the Cardiac Kids, the Cinderella story, however you want to refer to them. They're getting it done. And they're tied here in the first set with the number 1 team in the state. 18 all. Nick Loaizo serving, and Bonder flexing after he sends that back over. Chase is probably the most emotional volleyball player I've seen. Big number 25, just right there at the left edge of your screen. 6 feet 8 inches tall. Moorhead. Super play by Parker. That literally is indefensible. When you go cross court like that, there's nobody over there ever. But it's hard to hit. You have to have a special skill, and Parker Moorhead's got it. 19 all. Kenny Gibson rotates around to serve. And oh, what a dig by Akers. Oh, wait a minute. Violation. Libertyville in the net again, and that takes away a great dig by Akers. Libertyville, though, did a poor job of serve-receive the last time, and this time Bonder is blocked up front by Liam O'Neill. 21-19. Glenbard West with back-to-back points, going for 3 in a row, and they get it. Here's the run we've been waiting for.
That was 9. Gavin Schwartz with the block.
Correa back in.
Correa back in for Oliver Sikora back in.
Kenny Gibson looking to continue the run. Akers with the kill from the back. That was a rocket. Whose head did that about take off? That about took off Danny Dorsey's head. He had to put his hands up at the last second. Correa will serve down 2. And that was tracked down beautifully by Gibson. What a play. That's out if he lets it go, and Akers didn't. Correa to Akers. Unbelievable dig by Gibson, and then Moorhead just tips it over the net. And a double hit by Libertyville. What a job by Gibson and Moorhead off that Akers attack. Gavin Schwartz would like to finish it off, and that is out. He will not. A service error by Schwartz. Here's Alex Slessers now. He's got 33 aces on the year, one of the best servers on the team. Quick set, and the finish from Liam O'Neill. Set point for the Hilltoppers. Alice sends it over. Akers blocked. Set number 1 to state number 1. Despite a Libertyville 7-0 run, Glenbard West fights back, and they win 25-21. So 1 set down, 1 more to go. Libertyville will need back-to-back to advance on to the state championship tonight. We're at Hoffman Estates, state semifinal number 1. Glenbard West wins the first set by 4.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
With Academy Sports and Outdoors, you can take outdoor fun to a whole new level with just a touch of a button, because there's so much to discover on the Academy app. Create your dream outdoor living space that gets the whole family out there spending time together. Master new recipes with just the right amount of heat and the perfect spice or seasoning. And give the kids even more ways to play. Great times are waiting. Download the Academy Sports and Outdoors app today.
Well, the crew from the NFHS Network here at Hoffman Estates, welcome back. I am Scott Slocum. What an exciting first set. This is a big-time Final Four. I mean, it really is. And Libertyville's kind of crashing the party because you have Glenbard West, number 1 in the state. Lincoln Waste and Downers, they're next. They're number 6 and number 8, respectively. And Libertyville, the lowest-ranked team of the 8 that got here. Only St. Ignatius and O'Fallon were in the 30s in terms of statewide rankings. Oak Park River Forest was 17. And Downers, New Trier, Lincoln Waste, and Glenbard West were in the top 10. But, man, they're not playing like the 37th best team in the state. This is a scrappy group. We'll see what their head coach, Jennifer Smith, has in store for the Wildcats here as she's down there talking to them. I don't know really how much they need to change. Got a couple of tough calls against them, a lot of in the nets. The over the net by I think that was M. That was huge. Now, again, I'm not sitting right at half court, and I'm not a volleyball referee, but he did go over, there's no question. But we've seen that so much this weekend not get called. I'm a little confused, and we'll talk to some officials afterwards and try to get that straightened out. But sometimes it's allowed and sometimes it's not. I think that's what Coach Smith and I think it was Chase Bonder and Patrick Akers who were really talking to the official, especially when I think it was Dorsey? No, actually it was Gavin Schwartz who had a similar play later on in that first set. And they went to the officials and said, what was the difference? So we'll keep an eye on that, see if Libertyville can stay out of the net and over the net. But again, you're facing a team that's playing with swagger, with confidence. What I love about Glenbard West is, as good as they are, and again, best program in the state right now, is they don't act like it, if you know what I mean. A lot of teams that are good, they'll act like it. You'll be able to tell by just the way they carry themselves and everything like that. These guys just have fun. And they're laughing, they're doing a little dancing out there, and it's not cocky. It's just they're having fun. And if you can't have fun, there's no reason to play. That's what's really impressive about what Gentemeyer does with this group. She keeps them loose, and they love her. She's closing in on 500 wins. She'll achieve that early in the next season. All right, so Libertyville will again try to play spoiler here and try to come back and win their last two sets, which they've done in each of the last two matches. And that first serve is deep by Luis Correa, and here now is Gavin Schwartz for Glenbard West. Nice cross-court dig by Schwartz. And a nice dink over the top. Oliver Sikora gets on the board. Here's Schlesers to serve. 1-1. Bonder got in the way of Correa. Akers will just push it over. Nice job by Correa. Back row to Schwartz. A dig by Schlesers. Boy, Correa's everywhere. Parker Moorhead.
That was 12. Parker Moorhead with the kill. 10.
And Moorhead is one of those guys. I mean, you think about Dorsey and you're like Schwartz, and of course you got Trevor Powell, and then don't forget about Parker Moorhead. He's quietly starting to dominate this game. Outside to Akers. Nothing quiet about what he does.
10, back in. 21, Maurice Wyatrowski to serve.
And got to tell you, Liam O'Neill is having himself a game. What a feed. Trevor Powell just does not miss. Incredibly consistent. Kenny Gibson, the libero. Akers, dink over the top. It's cleaned up there by Dorsey. And that was a received mistake by Schlesers, went over the net, and that just teed it up for Danny Dorsey, who no way in a million years was going to miss that. Correa, and that's M. A great cover and a great effort by Powell. On the slide, M. Schwartz with the dig. Again, out. Sikora tried to go down the line and was wide.
Went wide, point for the Hilltoppers.
3 points in a row for the Green Machine. And the sophomore, Xaviana Willett.
Went into the net, 4 hits, and inside timeout.
And a timeout taken by Jennifer Smith. This is not the start she wanted, but remember, in the first set, Glenbard West jumped out to a 10-6 lead, and then Libertyville, after a timeout at a similar point of the match, went on a 7-0 run. You're watching live coverage of the IHSA Boys Volleyball Championships on the NFHS Network, presented by Country Financial. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school playoff action. Libertyville with 13 losses. Again, you don't see teams make it this far with 13. After the first 9 games, they were 1 game over 500. And then they caught fire. Their losses this year to Hershey, Vernon Hills, Mundelein, Palatine, Maine South, a very good Maine South team, I might add. Barrington twice, the Lakes, New Trier twice, Glenbrook North, the defending state champion, twice, and Stevenson. So no shame in losing to any of those, but boy, did they get hot at the right time. What a great story. This will be their first ever boys volleyball trophy. They've never been to the Elite Eight, let alone the Final Four.
When play resumes, 3, Kenny Gibson will serve at 6-2.
There's Kenny Gibson serving 6-2. Sikora blocked again, but the ball was blocked and hit the pin. Point for Libertyville.
Ethan Lindbergh back in to serve 14, Braden Anderson. Also
back in for Libertyville is Braden Anderson, and serving is Lindbergh. Xavier Willett.
With the kill, 17, Trevor Powell to serve.
He's playing with confidence today. Probably nervous yesterday as a sophomore. First chance in an environment like this. And that is unstoppable. That is Danny Dorsey at his finest. And Glenbard West has a different look about him in this set as opposed to the first one. And Akers stops the run.
16, Patrick Akers with a kill deflected out of bounds. Akers to serve.
Akers has a very good serve, 27 aces this year, and there's another one there. I got to give our props too to today. All those people over on the top of your screen in orange, those are Libertyville fans, and there's a bunch of them. Rarely does a team outdraw Glenbard West. There's more Libertyville fans here today in orange than there are Glenbard West. I don't know if I've seen that before. Schwartz over the top, picked up there by Lindbergh. And this time, the toppers were in the net.
Glenbard West in the net, point for Libertyville.
Here's that run they needed. See if they can continue it. And they will not. Schwartz powered it down, and Lindbergh said he had it. That ball hit the ground. That's a good call by the official.
15-16, Danny Dorsey to serve.
Dorsey will send it across, up 3. Akers from behind the line again. He's so comfortable and so accurate from the back row.
Nick Morizzo back in the serve with Chase Bonder for Libertyville.
Schwartz is blocked by Bonder. He'll go back to Gavin, and he'll find the middle of that Libertyville defense. Back row was a little bit too far back. Schwartz saw it, hit it right in front of him. Here's Jack Anderson to serve. 6'2" sophomore. Bonder on the slide. The dig in the back row from Dorsey. This play by Wietrowski. Great job keeping it alive there by Dorsey. Just flailing away at it. A great defense by both teams. This is high-level high school volleyball. Akers. Dorsey again. Dorsey yet again. That's his third dig. And in the nets, Liam O'Neill, and he can't believe it. That was the point of the weekend so far. Dorsey, Wietrowski trading digs on each side. And Correa hits the tape.
Gavin Schwartz to serve.
And where it is again, Luis Correa. It's twice he's done that.
This is 6. Alex Schlesser is the serve.
And Correa was expecting that because he just did it. Dorsey again is just unbelievable on the back row. Akers will not give Dorsey a chance for this one. Where the two 16s on the court are shining brightly. Patrick Akers and Danny Dorsey. Wietrowski not able to keep it in. Moorhead will get the kill there.
Sam Allison to serve.
Akers, too long. He doesn't miss often. He hits at an incredibly high percentage.
For the Hilltoppers.
Sam Alice serving again, up 3. Bonder, great dig by Kenny Gibson, and then Bonder sends it wide. The defense from Glenbard West has been spectacular. It's a 3-point run here by the Hilltoppers. Akers went right at the double, kept alive by Powell. And Bonder extracts his revenge.
10, McGim back in, 21. Reese Wietrowski to serve.
Reese Wietrowski serving. Good serve from Reese. And Dorsey just coolly and calmly deposits that attack in the corner. That was just like doing it in practice. Powell is such a low-key kid, so under control, and I think the rest of his team looks at that and tones it back just a little bit. We don't need to be all fired up all the time. Just do what we're supposed to do. And there is an ace for Kenny Gibson. And we're going to get another timeout taken. It's a 5-1 run here by Glenbard West, and a timeout taken by Libertyville as they need to put the brakes on this run right now. Well, our second semifinal today is going to feature Lincoln Way East against Downers Grove South. Lincoln Way East 34-6, Downers Grove South 34-5. East is ranked 6th in the final state poll according to Max Preps. Downers Grove South is number 8. So we'll see two outstanding programs, two state championship programs. Downers South won one in 2013. Lincoln Way East has 2 within the last decade, one in 2014 and another in 2018. So 2 really good programs. Lincoln Way East has been here a lot more than Downers Grove South. But South with a really good team that's on fire with a lot of great individual talent, well coached. That one should be really closely contested, if you will.
When play resumes, Kenny Gibson will serve for Glenbard West at 16-11.
Kenny Shepard serving. This was 11-10 a little bit ago, but now it's 16-11. And that's M with the left hand.
This is 3, Ethan Lindbergh coming in to serve 14. Braden Anderson in.
Braden Anderson serving for Libertyville, down 4. They can't wait any longer to mount their comeback. That ball is in from Dorsey.
16,
Makes it look so easy.
17,
The good ones do. Akers hits it to Schwartz. Dorsey again just rolls this one over the top. Missed timing between Lindbergh and M able to get it over. Akers wasn't ready, but still hit it with a lot of pace on it. And again, in the net. They're going to call Braden Anderson for being in the nets.
Point for the Hilltop.
18-12. (19-12).
Hit attempt goes long.
And Libertyville's in trouble. Good dig from Trevor Powell. That ball was not touched at the line. Libertyville was asking for a touch at the net, rather. Didn't get it. The run is 9-2. Make it 10-2. Akers not able to handle that serve from Trevor Powell. Xavier Willett. And Libertyville's volleyball team has just run out of gas. It's 22-12. This is an amazing 11-2 run. They've scored 11 of the last 13 points. Akers will get the kill because the ball was tipped at the net.
That was 16. Patrick Akers with the kill. Akers to serve.
So here's Akers to serve. This team will battle these last 3 points. You can bet that. Good receive from Gibson. Schwartz down the line. Akers, a good try.
Number 9, 12. Patrick Moorhead back in.
I think the Glenbard West fans now are breathing more of a sigh of relief than anything. And another kill, this one from Gavin Schwartz. And it's match point. Xavier Willett sends the Hilltoppers back to the state championship game for the first time since 2019.
Second set and match to the Hilltoppers.
25-13. They scored 14 of the last 17 points, a 14-3 run. You just do not see that at this level. All around, unbelievable performance. Danny Dorsey, one of our keys to the game, was special again. Trevor Powell keeps feeding and feeding his big hitters. Gavin Schwartz. Parker Moorhead had a big game. Liam O'Neill had a few kills. And, of course, the sophomore Xavier Willett in the middle was a force as well. And Kenny Gibson on defense. And Libertyville will now try to regroup and play for third place a little bit later on. But an incredible performance again from Patrick Akers and Luis Correa. Those are their two standout players today. Chase Bonder, Mac M, Sikora, Slessers, Wojciechowski. They all played very, very well. And they lose for the 14th time this year, but they're still guaranteed their first ever trophy in Illinois high school volleyball. Number one, Glenbard West will try to seal the deal tonight by playing in the state championship. The Hilltoppers beat Libertyville 25-21, 25-13.
From Lincoln Way East and Downers Grove South.